Welcome back to Fox 5's On the Hill live this Sunday morning. You know, this week, D.C. made a big deal with Monumental Sports to keep the Capitals and the Wizards in the district until the year 2050. Now, the city agreed to spend $515 million over 3 years to modernize the Capital One Arena and revitalize the Chinatown downtown area. We want to welcome in this morning Jordan Goldstein. He is the co-CEO of Gensler and a member of the Washington Economic Club of D.C. Jordan, it's good to see you. I just want to frame for people, what would have this, before we move on, what would have this had meant for Chinatown and D.C. if these teams went away?
Well, good to be with you this holiday weekend, and it's a good thing for DC that this decision is heading this direction. You know, if it had moved away, it would have been a reimagining of this whole area of Gallery Place and multiple blocks around the arena. And for it to stay, it's really a boost to Chinatown. It's a boost to the businesses around the area, and it's really an opportunity to revitalize that part of the town.
So it's been a big exhale, you know, for folks down there, especially businesses, the news that, you know, the arena is going to stay, the teams are going to stay in place. Can we quantify what this is going to mean forward? Because, you know, there are those of us who remember what Chinatown was like before, you know, the then MCI Center was open, and it wasn't good. The opening of that arena in the late 90s really changed the landscape of Chinatown. So what could this mean moving forward?
Well, it sure did change the landscape. And, you know, when you have a venue that really is a destination that has over 200 events a year, it has that power to be a magnet, and not just for the events inside the venue, but really the life around the arena. As we've seen, you know, at Gensler, when we've been involved in these projects that are really about sports and entertainment districts, you know, on event days, the way it pulls people together and unites people, sports certainly has the power to unite, but then also on non-event days just can thrive by virtue of the traffic, you know, the ability to not just for retail, but for offices and for residential to just have a vibrancy and an energy with a destination like that as an anchor.
You know, Jordan, one of the interesting things about this deal is that Ted Leonsis and Monumental Sports are going to be probably taking over the Gallery Place, you know, shopping and entertainment center. People probably are familiar with the movie theaters there as well. We did get a pretty good idea of what Ted Leonsis wanted to do if he had been successful in moving the teams to Potomac Yards. What could that new Gallery Place be moving forward? It probably won't be the scope of what was planned for Alexandria, but could be remarkably different from what we see now.
Yeah, you know, when they were looking across the river, it was about, you know, using, you know, more land than is currently at Gallery Place and Capital One Arena. But when you look now at the opportunity and the deal points that are on the table, it's really the opportunity to create more of a campus, to stretch into up to 200,000 square feet of Gallery Place, to reimagine that 7th Street atrium, you know, to think about how to have an adjacent development that really isn't that connected to it. So I think it's that space. It's also thinking about the arena itself, you know, not just as, you know, the venue, but all the spaces around it, and being able to connect in with the street and take retail and take parts of the arena and extend that to the north. So it is a larger campus opportunity for Monumental.
You know, D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser said the day that Ted Leonsis announced in December that he wanted to move over to Potomac Yards, that D.C. was still going to fight to retain these teams. It was only a couple of days ago that it finally became clear that the Virginia General Assembly wasn't going to move forward with it. Are you surprised at how quickly this came to D.C. to keep these teams back in place?
You know, it's interesting. I think that for Monumental, it was definitely an opportunity to, you know, look at D.C. and really how the community was embracing the teams,
right?
And also for, you know, and also for the mayor to recognize that while those negotiations continued across the river, that was still an opportunity to maintain dialogue,
Right.
with Monumental and
Jordan?
with Ted Leonsis.
Yeah, we're flat out of time. We thank you for joining us this Sunday morning. We appreciate it.